Hello everyone, today I'm going to be continuing my way too early NFL predictions. I am now moved on to the NFC. We took a day or two off to regroup to get into a new conference. We're going into the NFC and we're starting off with the NFC East. Fourth place, I do have the Washington Redskins coming in with the same record they had last year actually. I have them going 3-13 again. I like the Chase Young pick. That's amazing. I think he's going to have a very good, possibly even fantastic rookie year. I'm not doubting him. But he is not the whole defense. And also, I don't believe on the offensive side of the ball, Washington has a true number one wide receiver. There's not a receiver that wows me there. The question is, what is Dwayne Haskins going to be able to manage? How will he be able to scramble? Because I believe he gets pressured a lot. And then that comes down to a lot on how that will happen. Him coming up with plays 3-13. I believe their division got tougher too. And even Adrian Peterson went on to say, their running back, went on to say publicly that he's not even the biggest fan of what they did in the offseason on some of their picks. Not all their picks, but some of their picks. So that, to me, said a lot right there. I believe the Washington Redskins are still in rebuild mode and still could be a little while. Now, who I believe is in rebuild mode that could actually pay off sooner rather than later, coming in at number 3, is the New York Giants. I believe they go 6-10. Last season they were 4-12. So I see them progressing. I like what they did in free agency and in the draft to address the offensive line need. That's going to help a lot for Saquon Barkley, a ton. And then on the defensive side of the ball, in free agency, that's where they spended, was on defense, especially the linebackers. So I believe that was big. Daniel Jones has a very, very nice receivers to work with. Just a few to name: Sterling Shepard. He's got, and then Evan Ingram at his tight end. Okay, he has weapons to work with. Golden Tate also. And I believe this Giants team is in the right direction of rebuild. Yeah, they do need some more pieces, I believe, to be more of a complete team. But nonetheless, I think this team is actually really going into the right direction of rebuild. Coming in at number 2, this could surprise some people, get some people not too happy, but I have the Philadelphia Eagles coming at number 2. And if you're saying, well, they are definitely a better team than the Cowboys, I agree with you. They are a better team than the Dallas Cowboys. On paper, they are a better team than the Dallas Cowboys. When you would look at the face-to-face, they have a harder schedule than the Dallas Cowboys, and that's what it comes down to. I have them going 9-7. Actually, the record they went last year, but they won the division. I just think the NFC East improved. I do think there's good parts of their team that is better than the Dallas Cowboys, but they have a way tougher schedule than the Dallas Cowboys, in my opinion. Because, especially on that stretch, once we get to about week 12, okay, they got the Seahawks, the Packers, the Saints, on road Arizona, on the road Dallas. That is not an easy schedule, okay? And then they still have to play the 49ers. They have really tough teams. Now, yes, I like what they did. They drafted Jalen Reagor from TCU, okay? They got Darius Slay from Detroit, rather. That was great. I liked what they did a lot there. And I do think this team's good, and I do think they have a good backup quarterback in Jalen Hurts. This team is going in the right direction, but this is just a tough schedule, man. Coming out at number 1 is the Dallas Cowboys. This is me, remember, this is way too early. This is me assuming Dak Prescott is playing for them this season. Obviously, the big question is, will they get a contract done? That's been the biggest question. They offered him the franchise tag. He didn't take it. So technically, he's still a free agent. He has held out from the virtual offseason meetings. They have yet to get a contract done. And for them to still try to at least get a deal done, it's got to be officially by July 15th. So the time is ticking, and that's the question. I believe at least we see Dak this season. Who knows about the rest, but this is just me saying he plays. They go 10-6. They improve from last year when they went 8-8. I have them going 10-6. CD Lamb is going to help that receiver core a bunch. You tie him up with Amari Cooper. Michael Gallup, I believe he actually could be a really good slot 3 receiver. I think that's what would be more of his role. Ezekiel Elliott, we know what he's capable of as long as the offensive line continues to produce. Their defensive line is really good. We're just going to have to wait and see what their secondary is, because I believe their secondary and it could be good. I just have to wait and see, because their secondary is the only thing holding them back from what I think from one of the best teams in the NFC. This Dallas Cowboys team, I believe where they really made their push forward is in the draft. It was one of the best drafts. I could argue actually the Dallas Cowboys maybe did have the best draft. It was that good. So them and the Cincinnati Bengals. You don't want to miss the next one. I'll be doing the NFC North, and you don't want to miss that, so make sure you subscribe. Bye.